Good evening and welcome to Build Your Best Life with Coach Deborah D. Smith. I'm super excited to have you here on this Thursday evening. So come on in here and share on your page uh, so that others can see the broadcast. Like my page if you have not previously liked it. Come on and get in and get settled. You know, your words, your gestures, your facial expressions, the way you write, the movement of your eyes are all your actions, and your actions speak volume, and it's what other people see. So as you go about your day, think about what others are seeing. It's all about your actions. Come on in. Come on in. Good evening, Peggy. Thank you for tuning in. So happy to have you here today. Just come right on in. Well, you know, this month my theme is drive. Drive. You have to want to be the best that you can be motivated to get things done. All of that is important. Today I'm talking about stretch, not stress. I just got off of something talking about stress. No, stretch yourself. You need to always strive to be the best that you can be, whether it is school, home, college, a ministry, organization, whatever it is, you should want to give 100%. Because after all, that's your legacy. What will people remember you by? Maybe your name, or your actions, or what they can remember that you did. So always be about doing the best that you can as you move forward in life. Good evening, Cynthia. Thank you for tuning in. So today I'm going to talk about a couple of things that we should think about as we stretch ourselves. And I know I've often talked about we go, 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 go. Everybody's in this microwave mentality, trying to do as much as you can in the least amount of time, but it just seems like you're speeding everywhere. But as you do that, I don't think that's always a good idea to just be going at 110 miles an hour all the time. So Dan, to me, it is better to kind of pace out how you are moving about, not pace your activities, but pace out your pace. You don't just want to be all day long. You need to move, and then you need to get things done. Good evening, Deacon Holmes. Thank you for tuning in. So that's why I want to talk about some things I think that are essential as we do stretch ourselves, because at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is we should always want to be our very best. I don't care what our job is. You work hard, you put in the work. That doesn't mean you have to physically or work until you're tired, but working hard means, certain things. So you have something that you need to do, whether it is, like I said before, whether it's schoolwork, whether it is work on a job, whether you're on a ministry and you have assignments, you're in leadership, you're in an organization, say you are in a coaching federation, you are in Toastmasters. Toastmasters have different officers, so you should not, sign up to be, okay, I want to be the VP of education. Because you may think, VP of education, VP, so I'll just have to do something when the president is out. No, that's not what it means. You have specific tasks that you're supposed to perform. But when you don't do your task, then that impacts other people. So you need to keep in your mind, if I'm not doing what it is that I'm supposed to do, who am I impacting? So if you're in school and you don't do your schoolwork, you're really impacting yourself because you're the one that's not, your grades will reflect what you are or are not doing, but it will also impact your parents, your guardian. If you're in college, you know that money they're spending for you to go to school, are you wasting it? Do they need to tell you to pack it up and bring it on home? You know, until you can get focused, because it doesn't make sense to be at school paying for it. Are your parents paying for it? Are you taking out school loans and then you are not applying yourself? So you're wasting your time, your energy, and someone's money. And if those are student loans, you're going to have to pay the money back. So it's important to, that's why it's important to, not only set goals and decide what you're going to do, but how are you going to get there? Those things are important. You need to think those things out because you need to put in the work. Uh, so if you're on a job, it's like, well, I'm going to stay in this position. I think I should be in this position for a year. And then, of course, I'm going to get a promotion. Okay. Are you doing the work that you need to get a promotion? Are you showing up? And when you're showing up, are you putting in activities that are producing work for your company? What are you doing when you're there? Are you taking more breaks than work, than producing work? Are you taking lunch breaks, breakfast break, smoke break? Are you doing all of that? So what are you doing? So when I say stretch yourself, you want to do the best that you can do for yourself. And again, someone's watching you. So if you are goofing off, they think, oh, that's what you do. It's okay to do that. So always remember that there is someone watching you. So whatever you show them, that is what they think is okay to do. So regardless of what you say out of your mouth, what they see you do is what they think is okay, and it's what they will do. And then you give 100%. I always say, help my children give 110%. And you may say, well, why you want them to go on somebody else's job and give 110%? Well, because I don't want them to be just an employee on a job. I want them to step it up like their mom did and like their dad did. Put in the work. You got to spend your time on a job. You want to get the benefits out of that job. You want to get good pay out of that job. So why are you just going to sit and just put in the minimum of work that you can do? God has given you skills to use. So why waste them? If he gave you skills of organization, if he gave you skills of leadership, if he gave you skills, math skills, why not work those and get it done? Get it done. Why would you be an Einstein when it comes to numbers, but you sit there like, oh my goodness, you don't even want to add anything. So yeah, give 110%. Put the work out there. So when you get that promotion, the person that's sitting next to you, they can't say, oh, that bitch just been on the job for 9 months. I've been here for 2 years. They get promoted? Yeah, because while you out there smoking and coming in late, leaving early, they've been coming in, doing the work, good quality, good quantity. And so they deserve the promotion. You don't. And I've seen some people come to work and I'm like, they sit there like, no, I really don't have to work. I'm just here. So if I stay on this job right here, which is bottom entry level, the rest of the time I'm here, I don't care. It's okay. I'm good. Never understood that mentality, but I think that you should step it up and give 110%. Put it in there, get the work out, leave a legacy, show your children what you were there. What did you do when you were there? When they come for your retirement dinner, you want people to be saying good things about you. You don't want people to say, well, who's going to speak? I don't know. What am I going to say? No, you want people to want to get up and speak to say what type of employee your parents were, and they were good employees. You are an organization. Oh, your son, I know your parents out there are so proud because in this organization you have really stepped up since you have been here. You have put in the work. You came here to learn leadership skills, but you ended up showing us some things that we could improve on. You know, so those are the type things you want. And like I said, you never know who is watching you, so you always want to be on your A game. Show people what you're doing. And then it also, like you recommend somebody for a job, so you know somebody you've known for a while. Now you really don't know their work style, but you feel like, hey, they seem like to be a good, pretty good person or whatever, and they need a job. You need somebody, I'm gonna recommend them. And they get on a job and you're like, oh my goodness, why in the world did I ever recommend them? I'll never do it again. If I haven't seen the person work, I'm not going to do it. You put yourself out on the line for someone and then they, let you down because they are slacking, they don't comprehend, they are lazy, don't want to do, then that puts you in a bad light as well as them. So all of those things should be taken into consideration. So, in stretching yourself, like again, we're talking about being motivated and being the best that you can in every area that you step into. No, I'm not saying that you're going to be the best in every area there is, but in those areas where you have those skills for, you want to do the best job that you can. As long as you are doing this is like a child in school and they come home and of course everybody would want their kids to be A students, B students. But your child comes home with a C, they have all C's. Well, I'll say you got two kids. And one of them comes home and they have all B's. This other child comes home and they have all C's. But if you know that that child that came home with the C's may have some kind of learning disability, they study, and that was the best that they could do, they did extremely well. You weren't even expecting them to get a C. Then they went above and beyond. That was giving it 110%. Then you have this other person, they can just look at a book and know what's in it, just absorb all the information in it. And then you see them with B's because they don't apply themselves. Then, yes, you're disappointed in that child. So I'm not saying, every child, you shouldn't expect every child to be an A student, but you should expect them to be the best that they can be. So if they are A material work, then you expect A's. If they are B, you expect B's. If they're D, you expect D's. And unless you can get a tutor in there, somebody to help them in that area where they are not doing so well. But if that's the best they can do, that's the best they can do. And you find out, okay, why is it that you can't do better? Sometimes it may be they just need some eyeglasses. They can't see. They may need to get their ears checked. They cannot hear. They need to sit up closer to the board. You never know why it is that they aren't doing better if you don't try to find out what it is. Cynthia says everyone's 100% is not the same as your own. Have pride and integrity in what you do and how you perform. So that's 100% correct. So you be proud in what you do when you know you've done your best. So that child that comes home with a C and your sibling came home with a B, it's okay. If you know you did the best you could do, you don't worry about them. Your parents shouldn't worry about it. You did the best you could do. And that makes them happy and pleased with you, or it should. Because you shouldn't put extra stress on a child to, try to make them perform at a level that they cannot. And I don't, and then, I struggle because I didn't want to use that word cannot, but it's beyond their ability in certain subjects to comprehend certain things. They just don't get it. And that's okay. So you cannot make them feel bad because, well, why you can't make all A's? They may not be made that way. God didn't give them that. He may have given them musical abilities that are far better than any one that you will ever run into. So we have different skills. So that's why I say whatever it is that you're good at, be the best that you can be in that. And another area is the focus. Focus on things. Sometimes we just was just like I said, I just got off another Zoom, and it was really, really interesting. It was about your brain and how we overwork the brain. So when you get up in the morning, your brain is 100% charged. And as you go throughout the day, it's like it's just draining, 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 draining. About 3 o'clock, it's like, phew, I've had it. You feel exhausted. So you like, why is it that I sit at a desk and work? I stand in a classroom and work, but I'm so exhausted because it drains you when you're in traffic. Uh, when you have temptations and you're trying to resist, even like it's food and you're not supposed to eat it, and just trying to resist it, that drains the brain. It was just really, really interesting. So it's that focus. You have to be focused on things, and you have to be 100% charged up. So I've talked before about, a lot of our teenagers and young adults think, oh, I don't need that much sleep, but they actually do. They still need 8 to 9 hours of sleep. So that's so that battery can recharge and they can be ready 100% when they wake up in the morning. And so then you're gonna be better able to produce quality work. If you're focused, you're going to be more consistent, and you're going to do things with intention. You know, have the intentionality. So I'm ready to go. I'm going to have a good day today, Lord. What is it that we're going to do today? What do you have for me to do today? We're going to do it. We're going to get it done. We're going to make things happen. So we are ready to go. So we get out there and we get it done. So focus, focus, focus. And as I said, because your brain, most things that we do nowadays takes that brain work that drains you. So you may need to take some breaks, but that doesn't mean you go and waste time taking breaks. You may take, okay, so I've been working for 2 hours. I'm going to sit here and do some breathing exercises. I'm going to focus for a little bit. I'm not going to go and take 30 minutes and go smoke a cigarette. I'm not going to go and stand on the line for 15 minutes, get some breakfast, eat it, come back and do all of that. No, that's not what I'm saying. Take those little mini breaks to get focused. You go, you recharge. You go, you recharge. You go and recharge. And very quickly, like I said, it was a real interesting workshop. But interestingly, they were saying that the former CEO of LinkedIn, that's what he would do. He would take 2 hours and break them down into 30-minute segments. And so then and he would stick those 30-minute segments in between his work. So he work, and he'd take 30 minutes, and he didn't do anything. He might sit, breathe, look out the window, but it's allowing the brain to settle, recharge, and focus. So then when it's time for him to go back to his task, he's at 100%, he's ready to go. So I thought that was interesting. But those are the things we need to do, be at 100%, work hard, focus, and then you just stretching yourself. You want to stay on top. You don't want to slack. You don't want I don't want to do this. I got to get up in the morning, go to workshop. I got to go to school. I'm going to have a test. One time I'm going to do a test. I got to go to work. I teach those kids. No. That's why you got to get your rest. You got to be focused. We can't always be on the jobs we want to. We don't always get to go to the colleges we want to, but we have to make the best of what we have. So whatever that place is, then be at your best there, because you know what they say, if you can't manage, or you're not a good steward of what you have and where you are, then you're not going to do so well if you get something else better, right? So whatever it is that wherever God has you uh, at a certain time, then you take those things that you have, those abilities you have, that job you have, that school you're attending, and you do your best. You stretch to do your best to get things done. You put into action, and it'll work itself out. And then my last thing is you have to utilize self control. Self control is very important. That's going back to being disciplined. That's self control. Your actions are very, very, very essential. It's everything we do is our actions. So, what are you doing? What are you showing other people? Are you satisfying the person that you see in the mirror, first and foremost? Uh, what is it that you're showing other people? Because what you show other people, it really, really matters. And it's like, that thing, well, if I'm going to this place, this is how I need to act. If I'm going here, I can act like this. But if I'm going here, I can be myself. Okay. But if you know right from wrong, you know what you should do and what you should not do, because like God left us rules to live by. We have rules at work, we have rules at school, we have rules in organizations, there are rules everywhere. So pretty much we know what is expected of us. We know about character, we know about love and caring for other people. We know what it is to have good character. We know what a fake personality is. So why not be the best that you can be for yourself? What kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to be a person that your children, your grandchildren would be proud of? Young people, when you look in that mirror, is that someone you want to be proud of? Well, if so, if you do those things that you're supposed to do 100% of the time, then you don't have to worry. You don't have to be fake when you go in a certain place. Everywhere you go, everybody you talk to, you can be the same because you're being real. You're showing people your true character. You know how to be respectful. That's what you're showing. If you have good habits, that's what you're showing them. If you have good attributes, that's what you're showing. And that's what you want to do. So stretch yourself to be the best that you can be. Not in just the small things, in every single thing you do. If someone was in school, you graduated, you just graduated by the skin of your teeth, you're going to have to take whatever job that you can find, whatever that job is, do your best. Stretch and show them, I appreciate this job and I'm going to give it all that I have and show you that I can do a good job, because you may start at the bottom, at the entry level, but if you show up and show out doing what you need to do, you can end up being the manager over the whole thing. So there's nothing wrong with any type of job. Well, I shouldn't say any type of job, but you know what I mean. I mean, fast food, washing cars, detailing, house cleaning, working in a hotel. Nothing is wrong with any of that. If you're doing an honest day's work, there's nothing wrong with it. But just do it to the best of your ability, and always stretch yourself to show others that you care about what you do, you care about yourself, you care about your name, and you're willing to stretch and go beyond to do the right thing. And I think that you will go further in life, and that is whether you are in school, going to college, going into the military, going to trade school, going to workforce for the first time, trying to get promoted on your job, getting ready to retire, whatever. These same basic principles apply. You know, you are what you make yourself. So you can have all the talent in the world, but if you keep it in this little box and you don't ever use it, it's not going to do you any good, and it's not going to do the world any good. But if you take it, open it up, apply it, use it, keep improving upon it, you're blessing the one that gave it to you, you're blessing yourself, and you will be able to bless others. And I think that's a wonderful thing to do. So I thank you so much for tuning in. I know it is getting hot out, so I am not trying to keep you very long on Thursdays. So I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope that stretching yourself was helpful and that you can share it with someone else. Please join myself along with Anastasia on Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Real Talk. You know, it's real topics, real facts about real people. Well, Saturday, Anastasia and I are going to be talking about the life of teens today. The life of teens today, and you don't want to miss it. You don't believe me. You don't want to miss it. I think it's going to be good. So please join us on Saturday, and then on Tuesday, the 28th, on Build Your Best Life Talks, we're going to have Pastor Jason Baisden from Ontario, Canada. He's going to be with us at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be talking about doing, being, and becoming. So please join us on Tuesday as well. Remember, as you travel on your road to being a better you, there will be pit stops, rough terrain, detours. Don't let any of these negative aspects of your journey stop you. Well, let me slow you down, keep going to be a better you so that you can build your best life. Please visit my website at www.buildyourbestlife.org. That's www.buildyourbestlife.org. You can read my blog that comes out each Monday. You can look at my calendar of events. You may also find out more about Build Your Best Life and about myself. You can visit my the services that I offer at my store, which is coaching, consultation, speaking, and webinar speaking. And you can also get a copy of my book, Build Your Best Life, which autographed copy from my website. I have the books in stock, so you will get them right away. If you prefer Kindle books, they are available on Amazon.com. So please visit my website. I'd appreciate it. And for those of you who always watch me on Facebook, I appreciate it. But please do me a favor and visit YouTube. Search for Build Your Best Life and subscribe to my page on there. Still watch me on Facebook, but I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. So again, thank you for tuning in today. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday and next Tuesday. And remember, building your best life is our business. That is not a slogan. It's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. And I'll see you Saturday.